All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Let's say amazing new cases. Fresh cases of English One Piece. All right, and we're going to say messing up my sleep. Live Cardshop. What? What are you guys doing? It's Lord Pop-Tarts. All right, let's see. We've got to click on this. Scooby Dooby Dooby Doo Dooby Dum. Doo 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 doo. Here's Mr. Evade for 44 months. Damn, bro. I finally catch a daytime stream. Damn, bro. All right, so here we are. Is Alex here? I don't see Alex, so let me jump over here. Oops. Let me mark this unread. Oops. Okay. We got some Star Fox playing. All the OP is English. What? So we need to pingy wingy the channel. Aha! At here. We're going live for Tuesday day. I'm tired. I'm a hella tired, dude. I'm tripping balls. I'm so tired, guys. I feel like I'm gonna pass out or something. All right. I was tempted to not go live, but I had to go live, man. Let me throw this away. I can feel my brain's so much slower when I'm tired. Slab away the 25th anniversary starter bundle. I think it means the classic bundle. Scooby-Doo, boo-doo, doo-ba-doo. All right, first order appears to be Joran Estrada. Mr. Joran, oh my. Did you get some sleep? I did. My sleep schedule is going to be changing in a pretty big way, I suppose. I have been an overnight worker this whole time, and so now it's going to be early morning. So it's going to change. I should turn the volume down so I can talk about it. So I know for a fact when we have to get back to like part 2 of the IVF that we're going to make a ton of doctor visits again, and it's going to be in a way that disrupts my sleep really bad, just like before. And so my new sleep schedule, it's going to be closer to what you guys do or normal people do. I'm going to be going to bed probably around 8 p.m. That's the goal anyways, 8 p.m. And then I'll be waking up at like 3 a.m. in the morning. That's real late. Or you could argue it's real early. And we're probably going to start the nighttime stream at 3 a.m. Now, that'll be 1 a.m. in California. That'll be 4 a.m. in New York. So it's not an ideal time for anybody, really. But that's what we're going to try out. We'll see how it goes. And we want to start having 3-hour daytime streams that begin probably around 3 p.m. So effectively, the work schedule shifts. Later at night, earlier in the day, and I go to bed when the sun's down. So that's probably what's going to happen, guys. Now, let's take a look at this Weiss real fast. This One Piece. One Piece OP9, $16 a pack. Let's go take a look at that real fast online. One Piece OP9 case. So today, a fresh case of OP9 came in, completely fresh. I just unsealed it. It's good stuff. We could pull whatever the big chase card is out of there. And let's get a lowest possible price going, right? Let's see. So this one has to be imported from the UK. So it's probably going to be based around... Oh, but the guy also has 85% positive feedback. So I don't think we're going to base it off of that one, I'm afraid. Probably then this one. Okay, so we're going to base it around this one. All right, it comes out to 6.4. 6.4. Oops. Hold on. Give me a second. I did that wrong. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button. Times 0. Okay. Divided by what? 12? I think it's 12. And then divided by 24. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. All right. Let me try looking at what we bought this case for. All right, let's say 1 Poos. You mean the shady cover-up they tried pulling? Who's pulling a shady cover-up? Did you hear about the whole PSA scandal? Scandal! Maybe. Oh, I know where I got this from. Okay, hold on. So we got it from over here. So we're beginning the stream out by getting a fresh assessment on the One Piece OP9 collection. Come on now, sign me in. We have a very fresh case of OP9, 100% fresh. What is going on here? Doo-doo. What the hell? Oh my god, what is going on here? Okay, let's try this. Trying to log in here is like asking me all these questions. Okay, so I can't even look it up right now. All right, well, that's fine. We'll do this. One Piece OP9 case. Emperors in the New World. Is that right? Ah, here we are. Okay, we've got it. We've got a price, guys. Perfect. So we'll do this. 4824 times 0. What do you think? 65? No. 0.065 plus 4824. Now we'll take this times a profit margin. Okay, there has to be a profit margin. Okay, plus 37 divided by 12 divided by 24. All right, so the price on OP9 changes to $24. OP9 getting a little more pricey. Wow. So that puts it pretty much in step with the other sets, though. I mean, OP9 is $29 a box. And so, I mean, OP5 is $29 a box. EB1 is $30, not a box, per pack. EB1 is $30 per pack. And then there's PRB1 for $52 a pack. That didn't even make sense to me, but we'll go with it. Okay, and we'll multiply this by 24. That leaves it at 727. That's not right. Hold on. No, I did it wrong. There you go, 576. All right, we're hitting save on that. So we are all done updating the menu for the English EP09. OP09 is going to be $24 per pack, all right? $29 a box, give me all of it. Yeah. I'm tripping balls right now. I don't know if you know that, but I am straight up tripping balls. I'm so tired. My body normally sleeps in the morning. That's what it normally does, the morning and the daytime. And we're not going to be doing that anymore. We're going to be sleeping at, I guess, night, like normal. When I would normally be wide awake. So, now where do I put this? Maybe over here? I guess I'll put it over here for the moment. We could offer a break on the OP9, but we have a NAMI break running. Now, I believe we sold some things. We sold this one. And this one. And a Squirtle. Where'd the Squirtle go? There it is. That's the first order. Oh, very nice. Let's adjust this a little bit. Let's see what you guys are saying. So you guys are saying lime chili shrimp PSA 10, 29 a box. Give me it all. Mister's tripping. Give some Mister. The shrimp flavor tastes like chicken. OP5 is English. Yep, OP5 English, OP9 English. It's expensive, but we have it. So I'm not going to worry too much. Why is there a fly in here? How did a fly even get in here? Friggin' fly. All right, let's jump over here now, guys. Yes, I'm very tired. Joshua Rodriguez. OP5 is English, OP9 is English. How much for one of your Lugias? What? You want one of my Lugias? Which one? So here's this starter bundle. So I have some bad news today. I got a report from a contractor on our home, and he's saying we need a new roof. The home, the El Tampa home, that's the small home. We used to rent it to John, and this contractor went out and looked at it, and he said, oh, it needs a ton of work. The siding is peeling off of the back of the home, leaves a bit kind of near the patio, and so it's peeling off, and it leaves a big hole there where the water can just kind of leak into the home. And so he wants to replace the entire siding on the home. He says all of the siding is very bad and very old, and that, you know, you can't really fix the siding issue. You kind of have to just replace it, is what he was arguing. And I don't think he was trying to trick me or anything. I think he was being honest about it. And then the roof is sagging, and he says, maybe I'm lucky and it was just bad construction so that the roof design is not very good. But he's saying more likely there's been water leaking in that part of the roof, and it has caused the wood to sag over time. So he's like, yeah, you're going to need a new roof. He's like, $20,000. Damn, dude. Did you get a second contractor to verify his quote price? Not yet. That's what we're working on, but I already know what he's talking about. I've seen it. I've seen the sag in the roof. I've seen the big hole in the siding. It's like the siding got ripped off the side of the home. It is very old siding. The home, I believe, is a 1980s home. And so, you know, I can't decide what to do with it. We could list the home right away and try to sell it, or maybe start to do some of these repairs. Like, I don't know. Just hand him a Gold Star Charizard and ask for change. My girlfriend's sister had to redo the roof, and it was around that price, says Mr. Alex. Yeah, it was $20,000, he says. He says they can inspect it to see if maybe it's just sagging because when they designed it, when they originally built it, maybe they just built it badly. But he's saying that's very rare. He says it's much more likely that it's just water leaking into the roof, causing the wood underneath to warp. I was like, ooh. 1980s isn't that old. That was only 5 years ago. Oh, right, yeah. All right, so Josh, he says he wants the Starters Booster Bundle. You got it, man. Not the Starters Booster Bundle. List it and be done with it, says Javier. Yeah, I asked AI a bunch of questions about it. So I fed AI a bunch of like information on the house. And even in the best case scenario where we're renting it out at a good price and Lake of the Ozarks houses are going up, it's still recommended I sell it and just roll the money over into the house that we already own. I was like, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man. Either we stay leveraged on an extra home and try to rent it out so it breaks even or even cash flow positive, doubt. Or we get rid of it right now and just have 2 lake houses instead of 3 homes. So it's tempting. I think we might just sell it. All right, so let's go over to Slab Away for Joshua. But AI seemed to ultimately suggest just get rid of it. You're going to be right here on a Joshua Ramos. And it's going to say December 25. Joshua Rodriguez. We're going to say starters. What was the amount? I forgot. It was like 193, right? Oh, my God. I did not write it down. Did I write it down over here? Nope, of course I didn't. Yeah, I'm like hella tired, man. When your brain runs slow, your work is so much worse. This is 74. So that, okay, it is 193. I did remember it. I just wasn't 100% sure. 193. He's sending $63. So that's like applying $43 to the slab itself. Yeah, so you'll be left with 150. Boom. All right, updated. This is yours, Mr. Josh. Sent Discord about boxes. Not sure about pricing. So sorry. Well, I'm sure we'll take a look. Oh yeah, a little scratch on my arm. I was doing some work outside at like 11 a.m., 12 p.m., which normally I would be asleep during that time. Remember, my normal schedule is I go to sleep at 8 a.m. So I have just missed out on sleep for 2 days in a row, and I am tripping balls. But I was working outside. It was so nice having the sun in my face, man. I don't say this, but every single winter, because of my schedule, I get exactly zero sunlight, none. See, we wake up and there's a little bit of sun left. Then we go live for the daytime, and it's pitch black by the time the daytime stream is over. We've been doing that for years now, and it's been pretty bad. It's not just depressing, but I feel like it's very unhealthy to live in like darkness for 4 months or 5 months, however long it is. So we're going to try this new stream schedule out, guys. You might not like it. The people who won't like it will be people who can't make it to the nighttime stream anymore, but the daytime stream's still an option, so I think it's going to be okay. We are. One of these days, I'm going to send Mr. a cash order just for the memes. Oh, yeah. Your time is too valuable to waste it on repairs. Well, I wouldn't be the one repairing it. It'd be some other guys repairing it. So we'd have to pay them to do it. And the real question is, should I take my business cash and apply it toward that house rather than just buying more product? Or like I said, if I didn't want to do that, if I didn't want to buy more Pokemon, I could just spend that same money paying down my mortgage. William Wafter, 2 stellar crowns. All right, William Wafter, we'll do yours next real fast. 2 stellars. I think we need to pin the website. That's Surging Spark, Obsidian Flame, Twilight Masquerade. I'm mailing more slabs off the PSA. I'm mailing off the Mickey Mouse slabs. I sold that big Mickey Mouse slab on eBay, the $2,100 one. So I'm just going to get the rest listed. It is. Oops. Please, bro, please. Please, bro. All right. 2 stellar crowns, William Wafter. Anything for my bestie, William. I got a text message from Alexis. She's going to say, hey, mister. Let's see what she says. She says, oh, she was helping me out, actually. Miss Alexis, she went over to that rental unit, and she was helping doing some of the cleaning. So we had to make a choice whether to clean the fridge or to get a brand new one, because it was pretty trashed. And she went over and got it cleaned for us. She did a great job. And on top of it, she got paid to do that. So she's getting like $25 an hour. We're going to ask her to clean a couple other spaces in the house. The house is already much better than where it used to be after we de-smoked it. But that took like $7,000, man. It was not cheap. $7,000 to de-smoke a house. And it's not even perfect. Like, it's better than it used to be, but it's not perfect. We are. But yeah, now this guy's telling me that our roof is sagging, and it is. And that the siding's been pulled off from the side of the home, and it's leaking real bad. And it is. I saw it. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I want to rent that house out and be a landlord, a lord of the land, or sell it and just be rid of it. Meltan, I could deleverage, or I could double down on my investment. What do you guys think? What do you think is the smart move here, guys? It is a cheap interest loan. Yes, more One Piece. Yes, OP9 is here. We have lots more of Carrying on His Will, so lots more of that. This is a fresh case of OP5. It's serious business. That's a big deal. Okay, we could pull the Gear 5 Luffy out of here, right? And then this is for Goldie Roger manga. Ooh. So, serious biz. We got the biz. All 3 of these are good. Okay. Good. One more, it'll go up. Oh, own more, it'll go up. How cheap is the interest? I think it's like 4.5 or something like that. We got like 4.5 on the home. All right. So, Jordan Estrada says, for Korean EV heroes. Really? I didn't know you liked Eevee heroes. I thought you only liked Eevee villains. 2, 3. Was that clever? Was that a good joke? Give me a joke rating, guys. 5 of the wise, Dan to Dan. We've got 1 Dan to Dan. And on top of that, 2 Mega Dreams. Oh, yeah. We're dreaming, baby. Smash that like button. I can see we have 12 likes, everyone. We got to have more than that, or I'm going to flip my lid. Can we get to 50 likes? At 50 likes, I'm importing 80,000 Somalians into my bedroom. Let me go get some. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Here we are. Woo! 80,000 is crazy. Don't be a racist. Racist. Which way are you going to stack them? Stack them. Did you guys see that Cinnabon girl? She is so bad, dude. Apparently, she's been in trouble a lot already. She is truly a bad person. She's got a little, maybe like a little history of being bad. And they got a GoFundMe for her, and she's already $100,000 wealthier from this GoFundMe. Wow. I don't know how much of that she's actually going to get. I also don't know how much of that's going to go straight to meth. But how about that? One day you're tossing out the N-word at your Cinnabon job where you make $12 an hour or whatever it is where she lives. The next day, you're internet famous and making $100,000 on GoFundMe. How many years has the loan amortized? It has amortized about 3 years. So it's not a super long loan, but yeah, 3 years. Lake of the Ozarks is an interesting... Lake of the Ozarks itself is a part of the where did the card go? A little promo drop down there. So Lake of the Ozarks itself is part of the complicated analysis. You see, we're getting a casino. We're getting maybe 2 casinos. 2 casinos is possible. And we're getting an amusement park, $500 million amusement park. And the trend is that Lake of the Ozarks is growing. The population's growing. And so it seems like if I stay highly leveraged in real estate out here, it's a pretty good bet that it will do okay. I might see modest returns. Or maybe because that house is not a lake house out here, it will perform badly as a rental unit. And we'll discover more damage on the house. This has got to get repaired. That's got to get repaired. Water damage. Oh, the air conditioning unit broke. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe I just get out of it. I don't know. You seem like you got your head on right, Mr. Quelly, and like you've slept more than I have. What do you think? What would you do in my shoes? All right, here goes Jordan Estrada. Grifting is so profitable these days. It's insane. Imagine going to Bali to run a train and ending up in Bali jail. He's talking about Bonnie Blue. What's up with the way Bonnie looks? Bonnie, she has a look, man. I'm not going to lie. I think she's insanely sexy. But she has like this crazy look, like this. She has like this, like she's a different kind of human or something. You ever looked at her like she's an alien? I don't know what it is. It is. There you go. Very nice. And she's like an ethnic white or something. It's hard to describe it. But I guess she's going over, she's like a mega slut. She went over to like Indonesia or Thailand or one of those places. No, not Thailand. Thailand, they would have celebrated her probably. She went over to Bali and she ran through. Well, she's definitely ran through, but she always looked the way she looks. She has like these weird cheekbones. She's like I'm telling you, she looks like an alien or something. I can't describe it. I can't put my finger on it. But she always looked that way. And so now she's in trouble because they have like corn laws and she broke them. and the punishment's pretty steep. So the question is, will they let her go and just charge her a bunch of money? Or will they toss her booty cheeks in jail? Which she will not like that. Here's a holo. Oh, yeah. Ran through more than a marathon finish line. Poor Bonnie. Here's a holo. Ooh, Umbreon pull, Mr. Jordan. Not bad. Okay. And a cold one. Let's see. Well, she's a guy, so... Why do you say she's a guy? Here's a holo. Very good. Nah, dude. She's sexy, man. She's very sexy, but that doesn't mean I would get involved with her. No way. You can be sexy, and I won't touch you with the 10-foot pole. No way. I don't want every disease known under the sun. There you go. You think she's remained clear of sexual diseases this whole time? Maybe. Maybe if she's like, maybe if you're that deep into the game, you know, like if you're in it to win it, maybe because of the higher risks, you develop like stratification for protecting yourself, like double wrapping it up, doctor visit, doctor notes, who knows? Or maybe she's just a wild cat and she's like, she's got every disease known to man. Who knows? She's an interesting subject. She's certainly an attention getter. All right. Oh, yeah. Mr. Jordan, thank you so much. Welcome, children, to the Pokemon card channel where we talk about low punny. Internet theories say she's a transformer. Nah. Nah, she's not. Here we go. Ta-da! She got to transform my pee-pee. There we go. Very nice. All right. Very good. Ooh, there's Zapdos. And here's Eradicate. The Trade Slab. Delibird. What is this music? And Slowpoke. The poke who slows. She's not that hot, honestly. Let me look at her. Let me look at her again. Because, you know, I never really get a good look. If I type Bonnie Blue into my Google, it's not going to give me, like, naked Bonnie Blue, is it? Bonnie Blue images. I'm telling you, she has a look. I don't know how to describe it. You want to see? All right, she's not naked, guys. I promise. There she is. What is that look? I don't know what it is. What's the ethnicity? I mean, she's obviously white. She's got goldenish hair. She got super blue eyes. I don't know what the look is, though. She's like a Garthen or something. I don't know what it is. All right. I can't name what her ethnicity is. Some kind of white person. All right, all right, all right. What do we got, guys? Wasp, Mr. Sell your other house and buy cars to rent out to all the tourists, then have Alexis clean them. What? Cars? I'm not doing cars. We have no orders in the PayPal queue if you're looking to open up some cards tonight. We've got all of the same ones everyone else has got. But we also have breaks. Our breaks are cool, man. Take a look at this Snorlax break. We started this yesterday. Yes, he is a $240 card, okay? So that is correct. He is from 2019. That is the Hidden Fates Snorlax. Here's our Gengar Legendary Collection. Once in a lifetime chance to join this break. You know, I've been doing this for like 6 years. Ask me how many times we've had this Gengar, this opportunity to grab a Gengar on the table. This is the only time. We once upon a time, we had some raw Legendary Collection cards. So, all this time later, this is like your second chance at a Gengar. And this one's actually graded. So, it's graded already. How nice is that? Here's the Mega Break Nidoking. This is the kind of pull where if you are the lucky guy, somebody pulls this, right? Last time it was LaFlame. LaFlame, he went deep. He went $400 deep, and he pulled a $3.4 thousand Gengar on a $400 pull. That's this kind of slab, okay? So you pull this slab, it's a big deal. It's the biggest thing you've ever pulled. Okay, here's the bounty. Good luck in the bounty. The bounty is a thing you get if you are already having luck. This guy's moving. He's up to 8 out of 23. You know, that means he has just 15 spots remaining. The Sealdos Blastoise is from one of the rarest collectibles in the hobby, collectible sets. Not a lot of people even understand Sealdos at all. That's how rare it is. This shall be shipped off to PSA. So this is out of here. We're going to send that to the PSA vault. Same with this one. You guys don't buy my Mickey Mouse slabs very often. I have sold a number of them. I think I've sold probably like, I bet you we've sold about 15 of them to you guys. But I've got like 60 of them. So I'm going to send those off to eBay, get them listed up on eBay. Same with this guy. Look at this Mega Altaria. I'm going to send that one off to eBay. Okay, so a lot of those PSA slabs go into the PSA's eBay vault. Oh, here's another one. Cool. Out of here. Good. Is your Silver Tempest Lugia slab available to buy? He's really cool. I'm kind of holding on to him because I feel like he's a good investment. And so I'm not necessarily trying to liquidate from that position yet. Maybe someday. I mean, I can't tell if now's the time to really liquidate on a card like that. But obviously you can see I had a bunch of them. So I could just sell one just to be cool and no other reason. I don't know how cool I feel right now. Maybe I feel kind of like a total nerd. Do you believe Tag will be here to stay for the long haul? Hell no. Tag will be out of business next week. Do I get a bounty spot for my Gold Dawn yesterday? He got a Gold Dawn. Yeah, I'll put you in there. All right, let me have a sip here. Keep the house, do the repairs, Airbnb during spring and summer to cover the mortgage. I was telling Karis we could turn it into our sex dungeon. It would be great. So, let's see. The bounty. All right. And that's for Garrett Nadald. Tag's going under. Sell, sell, sell. Quick, sell all your tag slabs to me. I'll take them off your hands. There we go. No, Tag's not going anywhere, dude. Tag's great. Tag's doing very well. It might pass BGS even. I didn't know this, but BGS does not get that many people grading with it. Did you guys know BGS is a small operation? I mean, they've been around for as long as PSA, and they're the ones that hand out the black label. But by volume, they don't actually grade that much. And, yeah, Tag don't even grade. That shows you how good Tag's doing, actually, because if Tag actually opened up and graded everything, the demand for Tag would rise. So the volume of slabs they grade would rise. This is a pristine, okay? Pristine, $120, triple price. This is not from Team Up. This is from Hidden Fates, and the $300 price tag is correct. All right, let's take a look at your orders. You're mega cool, mister. That's why I want to buy it. Me? I'm mega cool? You mean it? All right, let me grab this. Wait, I'm mega cool? For real? Oh, man. He thinks I'm mega cool. Nah, I'm a nerd, dude. I'm sitting here going, I think if I hold these, I'll be cranking 90s with them in a year or two. Let me paste this. Send it out. One piece box break. It's possible. So, hold on. We've got this one piece break for Nami. She's 3 out of 19. If we did a one piece break, what box do you want? Do you want a particular box? You want a whole case, maybe? We don't have enough people for a whole case. I think Mr. John Lucas attempted an order here. Whoa, he attempted to do a really big order. It says, as part of our security measures, we review some payments to ensure our platform's being used properly. So, it's another one of those where it's a PayPal security check. What do they think's going on? You're just buying some stuff. Let me see what the order actually said in the actual message. Let me see if you said like a name or something. You know, I've ran into that where if you type me a message and you use someone's name in the message, they will like hold on to the order for a little while. Can we please do one CGC sub? Please? You want a CGC sub? All right, let's take a look at this big order. $648 order. What could this be? So it says, can I get 6 boxes of English Weiss Nikkei? Also, I never got a shipping email, but did do shipping a few days ago. If shipping hasn't happened, you can add this order to it. Why would they stop that order? I don't know why they would make that into a security thing. You know what, John? It's just got to be the size of the order. That's it. They're just saying his is a really big order, and we're going to check and see what it's all about. That's got to be what it is. So let's take a minute. Or maybe it's because, oh, you know what it is? Maybe it's because you said you never got your shipping, which maybe PayPal flags that as like maybe he's lying about never getting the shipping. You never know. I don't know what would cause it, though. Let me go ahead and log in here. We're going to take a look at the history, okay? You said you never got your shipping label. We'll find out really fast if there's a John Lucas shipping label from the past. The question is, though, do we actually go through with the opening if it's a pending opening? I think we probably could, especially if we have no other orders here. Same issue here. Cannot make a payment to you again. Through what? Through PayPal? Maybe I should call PayPal and ask them what the hell's going on. For somebody, the order got caught and then it got released later, like there was nothing wrong with it. English PRB1 box break. Also, how many spots for a one-piece case break? Oh, it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. Okay, so let's go over here. I'm not having any problems with PayPal. PayPal seems to be fine for me. Let's see. Whoa, I made that guy a lot of labels. That's the one guy who bought those bulk boxes. So, oh, there's the John Lucas box right there. I see it right there, John Lucas. So your whole box is right here on my left, which means if you ordered a round of shipping, I definitely did not do it. Okay. Refund issued for da-da-da. Let me see what that is real fast. That's eBay. Okay. Oh, it's something I'm getting refunded. Why did these get refunded? Oh, that's annoying. I bought a really nice thing that I believe was underpriced, and now it's getting refunded. You know how often that happens? That's insane, dude. All right, so John Lucas. Hey, what's up, Mr. Louie? I'm going to have to remember that you are everything pop culture. So I'll have to try and remember that, Mr. Louie. So Mr. John Lucas, I think I will host the order, but it's such a big order, and I'm annoyed that PayPal didn't let it through. Going to have to order from the website. That's because it was underpriced. That's right. Mr. Shahir says his situation with PayPal occurred after doing a PayPal order, or a website order. Well, it must have been an order through PayPal through the website. All right, but let's see what the order is again. So we're jumping back over here. I don't like that. 6 boxes of English Weiss Nikkei. Let's do it. Let me go grab them. I'm going to do it, okay, Mr. John? All right. I could call PayPal live. No, I couldn't do that. You know why? They'll ask, like, what's your social security? Whoa. No, I can't answer their security questions without muting you guys, so it's going to have to happen a little later. Okay. Yeah. I just used my credit card, but also mine might have been a completely different situation. Oh. Ordered shipping when I opened that last case. I'm sorry. That's no good, man. I don't know why I didn't notice that. Yeah, why is PayPal doing that, I wonder? Okay, ready? It's just got to be the size of the orders. That's got to be it. PayPal looking at the size of the orders going, what is going on over here? Maybe they're wondering if we're doing, like, business to business. We are, which we're not. Okay. All right. If something happens, I'll just send again. No worries. I kind of figure you're probably good for it. It is. Oops. You've been with us for a while and seem to do all right. Let's grab this. So this is English Nikkei. First edition, by the way. Isn't that nice? We got first edition. I really just want to cryo sleep till all my slabs come back. I should have some silver as well. That should go with my shipping. No worries at all. Oh, yeah, you got that expensive coin. The pricey coin. We might do an expensive shipment. We might do a large priority mailbox for that one. We are. Just to get it to you sooner anyway, since it should already be on its way. Miss Alexis comes in to do shipping tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, so I believe she does come in tomorrow, yes. All right. Ooh. Website order in. Guess it gets me points on my credit card. Hey, silver lining. Maybe it's ultimately a good thing. It is. I mean, I don't think you get points on PayPal. I know you don't get points on Venmo. It is. Okay. And snip this. All right. That plus 2 Death Star silver coins. Oh, that's a big shipment. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. You bought 2 of them, and the third one was purchased by a friend, Mr. Brandon. Just be like Eric Cartman, go inside the freezer. Be careful of the otters. Your version of science is wrong. We worship the one true science. There you go. Let's see. Hollow. Putting up the Christmas tree. It's so tiring, especially with broken lights. Rocking around Tammy's Christmas tree. Meow, 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 meow. I think I'm off key for that. There you go. Tammy, what kind of Christmas decorations do you do? I want to know what your Christmas decoration personality type is. Oh. Mister, is now a good time to sell gold? Nobody knows. It was a good time to sell gold back in 2008 or whatever when people freaked out about the crashing stock market and the price of gold spiked. But the funny thing is, if you sold back then, instead of holding till today, you would have missed out on all the gains. So what are you? Are you a market flipper? Are you like this guy, like a day trader? Is that who you are? Are you this guy who's going to very actively buy high and sell low until you're broke because you're so clever? Or oh, I know how to crystal ball the market. Or are you going to pick a philosophy on what kind of asset you want to hold and just keep buying it and keep holding it? You got to ask yourself, what is it all about? Like, what are you really trying to accomplish? So the goal would be to optimally buy gold until it's time to retire and then sell it off. Are you ready to retire? No? Well, then keep buying. You're not ready to retire. Do you want to be a day trader? Now, if the answer is yes to that, now it's up to you to have all the insider information and I guess the data, the publicly available data, to know when the correct time to buy and sell is. Okay, so that's how I would phrase that conversation. Am I an insider trader who has knowledge that others don't? Good. Now I'm going to buy and sell on the ups and downs. If you're just a normal guy and you're like a freaking genius, go ahead, time the market. If you're a normal guy who isn't a genius, maybe just pick the asset that you think is going to go up the most and just keep buying it until you deem it correct to liquidate your position and do something else with that money, like retirement, really. All right, what we got? Here we go. Here we go. If I had liquidated my Pokemon card collection in 2021 when Pokemon was like peaking, I still would have been doing worse than if I had just held it. So that would have been the wrong move. Even though the market collapses right afterwards, right after 2021, it crashed. Well, really, it was more like in 2023 that it crashed. So 2022 was still pretty hot. But so if I had sold, I might have looked like a genius for a moment until 2025 arrives and it all doubles and triples again. And then you go, oh, anyone who sold's losing their ass right now. Oops. All right, what we got? You got Grenadier Girl. Questionably old girl. Too old. Here is Skateboard Girl. Crying Boobies Girl. Here's Cell Phone Girl and Smoke Mask Girl. All right. No Siggies this time, Mr. John Lucas. All right, and I will be awaiting that pending order to clear. Maybe I'll try giving PayPal a little call, ask them if everything's going well. There we go. I just got lucky when I bought gold in 2021 for personal. Now it's over double value. I'm considering selling a couple pieces. Not really a trader. I like to keep for the most part. Okay. All right, there we go. Sounds like you didn't really collect it for a plan or anything. You just were having some fun. Now you're tempted to just sell it because you're having some fun. Sounds good to me, man. Here it is. Let's put this here and this here. Mr. John. Nikkei being opened. I have arrived. It's Joe DeGee. Okay, so here's the deal, Mr. John. I don't think this is going to fit in your double box. That's what she said. So we're going to create a baggie and store these over here for now. And this will go on the next shipment. Sound good? Was that all 6 boxes? No. I better open all 6 boxes for him, guys. Did I mention, John, that I'm running on like 2 days of no sleep? I'm pretty much running on fumes. I have reversed my sleep pattern. I'm going to be sleeping at night and being awake in the day, which is not what I was doing for the last 6 years. So we're going to give that a try. What does that mean for you guys? 2 things. Nighttime stream is changed now. It's going to start much later. Could start as late as 4 a.m. in the morning, but we're going to aim for 3 a.m. Now, normally at 4 a.m. in the morning, we're actually still live. It can also run like as far as I want it to. It can run to like 7 a.m., 10 a.m. Second, the daytime stream, the optimal start time for the daytime stream is like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., way, way earlier. So that's what's going on. I'm going to try to go to bed at like 8 p.m. in the daytime now and wake up in the middle of the night, kind of the morning time, early morning. Sounds good. You're good. I definitely have those days. Here we are. We got part 2 of the IVF coming up apparently in February, and it's going to involve being awake in the day a lot. And so I figure maybe it's just better to have this sleep schedule anyways. Here we are. Okay. I would never skip the rest of your Nikkei boxes. Let's get all 6 of them. All right. There we have it. Get the lotion. He puts the lotion on his skin, or else he gets the Pokemon again. There you go. I would do me. Or no, he goes, would you do me? Then he dances a little bit, and he says, I would do me. Ready? Just get used to not sleeping. No. We can't be doing that. Sleep's important. All right. Snipping. You know what I think you should do, Mr. Efren? Efren on the gold. I think you should sell it and go buy some Pokemon. There you are. Pokemon for days. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Snipping this one last pack. Oh, I had a doctor appointment today. Another reason why I stayed up instead of going to sleep. I said, let's just reverse the sleep schedule. I had a doctor's appointment. I told the doctor I'm fat. And she has agreed that I can try out a GLP-1. So I'm going to try one of those fat cheat code drugs. Something called like Zepbound or something like that. I'm going to try the lowest dosage and see if it doesn't ruin my digestion system. Let's see. Ooh, the white bunny. Or cause me to go blind or something. But, so I told her that I'm generally feeling pretty healthy, but that I'd like to know if I can lose weight with the GLP-1. Instead of, I don't know, working hard or like exercising and dieting. Whoa! Be careful, mister. You can just stop those kind of drugs. Oh, I can just stop them? That's good. I was worried that I'm not able to just stop them. Here's a bubblegum girl. No, mister's joining the cult. Hey, man, I'll tell you how it goes. I'm very interested. I'm just going to give it a spin. If I don't like it, I'll just stop it. But I can tell you what it felt like. I can tell you if I think it works or not. There it is. But I'm an experimenter, man. There it is. Let's see. I'm afraid of those new treatments. Oh, no. Ozempic. So this one's called... Wait, I just said it like a second ago. Which one was it? Zepbound. Zepbound is the one she chose for me. It is. You cannot just stop. What? What? What's in those things anyways? So I guess they're like... They changed the speed that you digest food. They like slow it down a bunch. And they do this using like hormones that tell your brain whether you're full or not. And so that's what they primarily do. And there are side effects like your stomach can just refuse to digest things anymore, which is kind of not good. I think it can mess with like your liver and your kidneys. I've heard you can even have temporary blindness too. So, but on the other hand, it's been found to be very effective in helping people lose weight. And there's a lot of benefits to losing weight. Lowers your blood pressure, lowers your cholesterol. Actually, when you're obese or when you're fat, like I'm kind of fat, man, when you're out of shape, your body suffers more inflation and a higher risk for cancer too. So, you know, we're just going to give it a little spin, see how it is. My body reacts pretty positively to it. I might keep using it. And if it doesn't like it, I'll just get off of it. Here we are. Ooh. Mister going to look like an empty, stretched out sock. I know. Change is scary, guys. It's very scary. Ugh. All right. But, you know, my dad had open heart surgery like 3 or 4 years ago, actually. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. He had open heart surgery because his heart went bad. I'm probably going to have a bad heart. And I am right now, I think I'm fatter than he was at my age. Because he was always kind of chubby too, actually. He had like a big belly. But I think I'm actually worse somehow. You know, he did all that work in the garage for his home business. And it was kind of a physical labor. It was a wood crafting business, so there was a lot of being on your feet and picking up logs and stuff. I pick up like half-naked waifu cards. That's it. This weighs nothing. So I think I'm actually worse off than he was. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. We'll see what happens. Very good. Hell yeah, happy for you. Cardio is good for the heart. Lifts Pokemon cases. Ozempic eats you from the inside. Mister going to look like a stretched out sock. We are. Hey, don't you be making fun of socks, bro. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. The bubblegum girl. Go on walks. Anything? Yes, well, hopefully this change to my sleep schedule will give me more sun exposure and more time to go walking in the sun. I'm very interested in that. I'll have you know, today, I went outside and did a ton of yard cleaning. I got all the sticks together and started a little fire. It was nice. Every winter, I'd get no sunlight because if I'm in bed by 8 a.m. in the morning, that's when the sun rises. So I go to sleep when the sun rises. And then if I wake up at like 4 p.m., the sun's still up a little bit, but by the end of the daytime stream, the sun's gone. So for me, it's pure darkness for 4 months. It's just not good. So that's why we're going to make a change to my sleep schedule. We're going to make a change to the streams. And I've always been working on my weight. It's just really hard, man. It's I feel like I go through these strong moments of great motivation. And then there's other moments where it's like I'm tired and worn out, or maybe we're just celebrating something, or you know, like we got like these car trips we're making to the doctor and all this other stuff. So, you know, it is. Or maybe Karis wants to snack. She doesn't want to eat healthy herself, and she's skinny and I'm not. It's a variety of things. There we go. You won't find me on my 600-pound life. It's not that bad, but I am concerned about not being skinnier than my dad was at this age. I should be thinner than him because he had that heart disease. There we go. Dylan, how's it going, Dylan? You got soft hands. Bubble Mew tanking, I love to see it. Oh, good. Maybe that'll drive down the price of Paldean Fates, which nobody gets to open anymore. There we go. The dream's collapsing! Quick, sell all your Pokemon cards. Buy one piece. Okay, let me have a sip here. All right, accelerate. Some of the trees in our yard are so dead, guys. I'm thinking about buying an axe at the store and just chopping them down like lumberjack style. Because if you hire people to actually cut the tree down professionally, they charge like almost $1,000 a tree these days. Did you know that? Cutting down a tree costs like $1,000. Some of these trees are in a place where they won't fall on anything. They just fall in the yard. So it's tempting to just chop it down by hand. No chainsaw. Just chop it down by hand, literally. What is Tim Waltz? What? I don't know. What is he? There we go. Tim Waltz. He's definitely Tim. Let's see. He could be in trouble, man. What do you guys think he ends up in trouble? Probably not. He won't end up in trouble. All right, what we got? No one will be held responsible for the $1 billion in welfare scam laundering or whatever it is. People will just grumble about it and be like, brr. Lord of the Rings is getting re-released. Excuse me. Harbor Freight chainsaw. I'm going to Harbor Freight. Here we go. I chopped trees for $500. Ooh, nice, dude. Tim Watts complained on TV. People are screaming blank at his house, which just encourages more people to do it. What did I just read? All right, here's the snow bunny. All right, very nice. Okay, and here is a hollow. Ooh. And here's a hollow. Yeah, that's not something to... why would you complain about that on public television? That'd be like if I went on the news and I said, everyone's claiming that I have a small penis, and I don't. and I don't like it when they say that. What? All right, what we got? Here's a hollow. I don't know. Pretty crazy, all that stuff, you know. I was listening to a video on TikTok, and it was a guy who said he came forward over and over and over again to report that the welfare being asked for was fraudulent. And then he explained that after a little while, he was fired for whistleblowing. And so he says, the people higher up fired me for whistleblowing. And very interesting, to say the least. There we go. Will anyone be held responsible? Will anyone be fined to get some of the money back? There it is. I don't think so. The first reply to the tweet is AI video Trump driving by screaming blank. Oh my God, bro. Here's a hollow. So we've talked about all the things now. We've talked about Somalia. We've talked about Bonnie Blue. We've talked about chopping trees down. What else you guys want to talk about? Here's... I watched a video on a German butchering shop, and it was pretty cool. Here's a hollow. Mr. John Lucas, we're getting pretty close to the end here. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button for me. I can see we have 25 likes. Let's get that up to 30 likes. What do you guys think? You think we can do it? All right. What's up, Mike Wife? The Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan interview. Oh, my God. I scroll through my feed, and I just get clips of that over and over and over again. Nick Fuentes admits that he's like a virgin or something like that, like an incel or something. There it is. That's really interesting. And then Piers like goes after him, like schoolyard bully style. He's like, so you don't get any, huh? What a little bitch. You've never even been with the woman. Which maybe is a fair argument. I don't know. Whoa. 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 Holy. And whoa. Okay. Dang, no signature. No Siggy in this round. It'll be okay. Maybe Siggy in the next round. You never know. We'll grab some of these. Okay. And we'll toss this over here. All right. I feel like Nick Fuentes fills a hole that the death of Charlie Kirk has created. Charlie Kirk has passed away, and now there is an empty hole to fill. Let's see. We're going to toss these in here. Doobie doobie. You hear Tarantino go off being a hater? Who was he making fun of? He was making fun of the guy from There Will Be Blood, which I thought was in poor taste because that's one of my favorite movies, and I am so critical on movies. Like, I hate everything. And that's like one movie I actually think was really smart and awesome. And so for him to complain about the actor from that particular movie is like, come on, dude. It's a great movie. It is. And besides, Quentin Tarantino's movies are all the same. So I like, don't throw a rock in a glass house or some saying like that, right? Like, it's always like foot fetish followed by some kind of gory shootout and somebody drops like the N-word or something like that. Every Quentin Tarantino movie. Mr. John Lucas, here's more of those hollows being pulled together. All right, so now we've got your double box, and I'm ready to ship you out, baby. Quick, Nikkei is pumped. When is the next shipping date? I was thinking of shipping. Tomorrow. So we're going to go over here. Oh, this is English Nikkei. Was just thinking, how did Mr. get Japanese Nikkei back in? No one replaces Charlie Kirk. Let's type in John Lucas. All right, there we go. I was driving outside out here in Lake of the Ozarks. I'm going to get you a priority mailbox, okay? So you're going to get these cards even faster. We're going to use the large flat rate box, and we'll make it plenty of weight so that there's plenty of weight. And I'll mention to Alexis we want those silver coins in there, okay? Now, I'm going to move this off to the shelf, probably. Be nice if we could calculate the price of the label right now, but I guess not. Steven Crowder is close to Kirk. I don't know. Steven Crowder's been kind of like a jerk always. Charlie Kirk was truly like, he tried to be like a Boy Scout or something, you know what I'm saying? Steven Crowder, he's more like an insulter. He likes to insult. Nick Fuentes comes off like a troll. He really does. Piers Morgan, he was asking him, he's like, are you gay? And Nick was like, no, I'm attracted to women. And I just didn't buy it. I think Nick's gay. I'm like, I feel it that Nick is closeted or that he doesn't know that he's gay or something. All right, let's jump over here. Is it Alex Stein? He's a funny troll. He did the big booty Latina thing, didn't he? That was like funny for like 10 minutes. So, Mr. Brett, one Gengar break, $400. Now, when you say, no, he means $40. Then 2 live customs, 1 donation. Okay, hold on, I'm confused. Hold on, wait a second. You're doing a $30 donation. That's very nice. But now, when you say Gengar break, are you referring to this right here, maybe? Maybe he's referring to the Nidoking, actually. He says, no, 400. 400 would be 10 spots in here. Oh, are you buying out the rest of the Gengar? Is that what you're saying? Nick crushed Pierce. The internet sides with Nick. All right. Ooh. He's buying out 10 spots in the Gengar, everyone. Gengar's complete. You missed him. All right. So Gengar is complete. Very cool, man. Let's get those 2 lab custies. Mr. Cyan Pride FB08 comes out next week. Tell me about it. You think it's a super popular set, or do you think it's just okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. I don't really even know what they debated, to be honest. It is cold and cold. Too cold. Live customs these times. Let's get you some pulls, though. So, these are old live customs. Back in the day, we just put in common cards. Nowadays, I try to actually put something in them. So, you're going to get Birdo, and you're going to get this Wario. Very nice. Okay, lovely. So, here's Wario. Wario. Here's the Birdo. So, those are yours now. And let's see. Mr. Brett with the B. You're right over all over the place. You got a lot of bags. I know that for a fact. You got a box over there. You got a box over here. What is this music, man? This music is so bad. How do I, like, thumbs down this? Kirby 6402 Battle Orchestral Arrangement. Skip. Well, I don't want to do any orchestral arrangements. Get me out of here. Crazy, bro. All right, we'll do a little bit of that. Okay, we'll do a little bit of gold, silver. Ugh. There we go. It's just a psyop. Nick Fuentes is controlled opposition. He works for the juice. Put this over here. They want you to think that he's. They want you to think that he's against them. He works for them. They control everything. All right. Let's see. Where were we? We were right over here. The $30 donation. Whoa. Thank you, Brett. I'll take that as a Christmas present. Okay. Mr. Brett. That's really nice. But we'll take the Gengar up to you. Oh, he says, sorry, I meant Nidoking. Oh, okay. We're putting you right into the Nidoking. That's actually what I thought you meant originally. There you go, Brett. It just so happened there were 10 spots left on the Gengar, so I thought maybe he means 10 spots in the Gengar. No, let's put you in here. Let's put you in the thing that you wanted. So this is the brand new Mega Break for the Nidoking. Your odds for $400 are 1 in 10. So that means you're very likely to just sort of lose $400. Keep that in mind. If you change your mind on it later and you decide you want your cash back, you want your card back, we can totally get you back out of it, okay? It's a big break. Mr. Brett Love. That's what Mr. LaFlame did. He bought right in. He didn't bother with the sub list. Mega break. There you are. You're the first one in. 1 of 10, everybody. Boop. All right, good luck in there, man. I'd love to see you pull it. Anyone could pull it, though. Okay, so, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Brett. That's big, guys. Nidoking already up to 1. What's next? We have this person contacting me over something. He gotta say he don't have it no more. Okay, let me hit refresh over here. CGC for the win. Is it really? Is it for the win? What did Dylan say? Dylan said nothing. He didn't say if it was good or not. FB08. Man, I lit a fire today in my yard, and I was just like burning, like, you know, frozen leaves and fallen branches and stuff like that, and it smelled so freaking good. There's something about the smell of a burning wood pile during like Christmas winter cold that's so much more satisfying than the summertime. It's really good in the winter. It's like extra crispy or something. It's almost like our archetypal brains recognize surviving in the cold or something. Like you want that heat. All right, Christine. Hello, can I get 3 junk packs, 2 Inferno X, 2 Rockets? All right, you have to be referring to the Korean version of those packs, I believe. Here's 2 of these. All right, and then 2 Inferno X's. So that would come out to be what? Like, are those $2 each, or are they $1 each? I actually don't know. Let me go look it up real fast, because that would be 7. Something's not adding up. Yeah, something's not adding up mathematically. Hold on, let me see. The Inferno X is 2, the Rocket is 2. So that's $8. And so what that means is you have enough money for just 1 junk pack, but I could probably give you 2 junk packs and call it a day. Did I short you? It's a little bit short. Let me give you 2 junk packs. If you want a 3rd junk pack, you can certainly send in for it. So I'm just going to grab one here, and then I'm going to grab one for the middle. I'll grab for the front and the middle this time, okay? So there's one for the middle. All right. So here's what you have. These fat little junk packs. A lot of junk going in those junk packs. A lot of junk in the trunk. Ooh. Oh. So nice. We'll start by snipping these. This is just 4 packs, but you know, you could pull Mega Charizard out here. You could pull Mega Mewtwo out of here. The Mewtwo, Rocket Mewtwo. What do we got? It's weird that Mega Dream didn't have Mega Mewtwo in it. It had Rocket's Mewtwo. How strange is that? They definitely stole artworks that should have gone into the glory of Team Rocket and put it into Mega Dream. Here's Blaziken. And that's a cold one. All right. 2 cold ones. It's good doobie doo, doobie 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 doo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ready? So you get a couple Korean cards. They're not bad actually. These are older Korean cards. Here's a Mulan. Here's some vintage. Wow, this is like really good actually. What is this? You just get like a Topps. All right, well, okay. That's packet number 1 and packet number 2. These are junk packs. They cost $3. They promise nothing. There's no promise with the junk pack, guys. You're promised only one thing when you buy a $3 junk pack. Here's the promise. You're going to get junk. So over here, we've got a Weiss Premium, Dr. Strangelove. Here's this guy. Here's a Snail. Here's some Freerin cards. Here's a little vintage Arbok. Here's some Metazoo. Here's some more hollows. And here's another vintage South Park card. Wow, it's like you got a whole pack of South Park. All right, so there you have it. Pretty nice little packet of cards. Those are $3 each. The junk packs. Made out of nothing but hits. Okay. So junk packs are going down a little bit. Scooby dooby 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 doo. Ooh, you got a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's all going to fit in the box. Work, work, work. It's my life right now, says Mr. A. Perez. Hey, man, if you keep it up, one day you won't be able to afford a house. So there's always that to not look forward to. With the cost of a house at $200,000 a house, even in poor places. I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's places poorer than that where you can get it, like, actually it's possible to buy it in some place like, I don't know, maybe inner city Detroit or some crazy thing. I don't know where's the crazy cities anymore. Memphis, Tennessee, I'm not sure. Here's Ivysaur. Look at that Ivysaur. Ooh, almost as good looking as Bonnie Blue. Oh, that's right. That's the other thing we talked about today. We talked about Bonnie Blue. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right, we've got Dodrio. Oops, I didn't mean to pull all these out. Okay, any other interesting news today? We talked about Nick Fuentes had an interview with Piers Morgan where Nick admitted that he was a homosexual. Okay. A decent home in CT is going to run at least $280,000. It makes me sick. Time to start a new business, man. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Are you ready? We're starting a business. We want to become millionaires. So we're starting a new business. Here's the business. Inflatable homes. Like the bouncy house, right? You know how your kids can have like a bouncy house castle for their birthday? Inflatable homes. They're kind of like tents. They're kind of like homes. Except you can really stake them down and they're pretty like they don't blow away in the wind too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like they're actually pretty strong. I'm out, says Jack. What? My macaroni and cheese themed Christmas tree is almost done. It's the holiday season. Do 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 do. Whoop dee. Christmas. Bah, humbug. Scrooge liked the cold. It was cheap. Here's Appleton. All right, Appleton time. He's an apple or something. Silver Snack expected to hit $75 trillion. All right, so we shall say PSA 10, Tag 10, CGC 10, BGS 10, SGC 10, and we're looking for Appleton 075. Silver and gold. So I'm pretty sure that's already a thing, Mister. Yeah, well, we'll make it more prevalent. How dare we say Merry Christmas? Yes, how dare we say smell you later. Smell you later. Here's here he is for $49. I guess. I'm gonna make him 40. 49 just seems high to me. Like, I don't think I would buy it at 49. Here's a nice prismatic Glaceon. There's an example of a holographic card managing to grade 10. I'm just going to sing to you guys the entire Pokemon soundtrack for Pokemon Silver. There's no lyrics, so I'll just say meow the whole time. Okay, so Glaceon 25. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right, that's up to 29. Here's Dodrio. So this is classic Japanese. Classic Japanese Dodrio. Loving these beautiful. Let's see, he's going to be about $28. Loving these beautiful classic collection hollows. And some of them are not that expensive. I mean, look at that one. That's only 28. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Plenty of room to grow. I like to say that word, room to grow, because it means that if it's as cheap as 28 and you want a 50% return on investment, it only has to go up by $14. So that would be $42 or something like that in the future. Pretty easy. It's not like a difficult number to hit. Okay, Lugia. Don't we already have a Lugia up here? I feel like we already have a Lugia up on the table. Scooby Dooby Dum 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 Booty Booty Buzz. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Okay, I did not run into him. We may have to look him up. I saw you price a classic Zapdos. Any chance it's still on the table? And if so, can I reserve it? Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I saw you price. Gonna pick you any new slabs in the bear market? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the bear market, guys, where Pokemon cards are still $7 trillion. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Apparently, I'm not going to do that because I have like $55,000 of home repair to do on that El Tampa house, the previously rented John house. Now, this would not be his fault, but apparently it needs a new roof. Apparently it needs new siding. I don't know how true that is. Like, I'm not like an expert with homes. Like, when are you forced to actually replace the siding? Okay, there's Avizor. Rawr. Meow, 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 meow. It's Madi Bazzi. Hey, Madi Bazzi. There's going to be 36 over here. All right, so this shall be, oh yeah, $38. I'll make it 40. It's actually closer to 40, not 38. All right, very good. $40 for that Ivysaur is fantastic. Now, look at this. Wow. Obviously, people don't recognize how good that Ivysaur is. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so over here we have Mr. Brett sending 2 live customs through Venmo, and it appears to have worked. How crazy. All right, Venmo time. The other Venmo thing seems to still be on hold. I hope that goes through. So we're going to say 1, 2. Okay. Oh! All right, stick around. You got to choose if you want to keep it or re-roll it. That's what's cool about these now. You can re-roll anything you pull for 90% of its value. Whoop. I own a 232. Let's just see. When you re-roll it, you give yourself a chance to pull the biggest thing in the box. You also give yourself a chance to miss. So either could happen. Okay, it appears to be this one. Oh, it's a good pull. $100 means that you'll get a $90 re-roll. That's not bad. All right, so you can either walk away with the pristine Iona, or you can re-roll it right now. I was forced to change my roof a while back because all the insurance companies refused me. And of course, you can't have a mortgage without insurance. What? Oh, interesting. So the insurance companies would not insure a house with a bad roof, huh? Okay, here you go. What if they did a Gen 2 Classic collection for 30th anniversary? Oh, that'd be cool. We don't know what they're gonna do, man. Oh, we need to print that John Lucas label, though, don't we? Let me do that right now, and I need to write on it silver coins. Meow, 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 meow. You got this nice Pikachu, too. Did you notice that? PG, that's not a bad pull out of those packs. Okay. And a Pika Pika! What time is it? 6:36. We've been live over an hour. Print. Booty, booty, booty. All right. This shall say silver. Okay. Large. I'll say large on it too. Okay. This Zapdos is sold to our friend Mr. Jack Woodworth. Good choice, Mr. Jack. Jack Waterworth. For some reason, everyone hates on Gen 2. It's very strange to me. I don't know. I read the story of Typhlosion. He's canceled. Miss Christine. Here is $4 from the last time and $6 for 2 more junk packs. Junk pack number 1. Junk pack number 2. This one's more toward the back of the box. All right. Ready? Mister, my brother put in an order. Sweet. Here's a Venonat, Minum, or Plusle or something. Got some Hello Kitty. Got some hollows. Yeah, little hollows here. All right, you got this lady. And I got a yawn. I warned you. I get to go to sleep at 8 p.m. tonight, and then we will start our stream at like 3 a.m. So we're starting late tonight. Just to let you guys know, we're starting real late. We are shifting. Wow, this is like a pack and a half of Cardos, Disney Cardos. That actually doesn't make any sense that I put so much in there. Guess I was just getting rid of it. Yeah, I was just getting rid of it for sure, man. Because, a pack of that Cardos is like $4, I think. Christine. And that had the little Star Wars character in it, too. It wasn't like a bad pull at all. I must have been feeling pretty loopy when I made that one. I love Gen 2 so much, I actually maxed out the hours on it. I played Gen 2 for like 500 hours, and I got like nervous because that's the first time I'd ever done that with the video game. And I got like nervous. I was like, is this okay? Do I have like a mental problem? I had like this feeling of anxiety that I had wasted a tremendous amount of time. And like, so it was like this feeling like I'd done a very bad thing. Like, what am I doing? I can't spend $500 on a game, or 500 hours on a game. That's bad. All right, now we've got Mr. Steven. Okay, Steven Even. He wants a box of OP11. Let me go get a box of OP11, everybody. I'll be right back. All right, popping this up, popping this over here, climbing over here, really nice. Ho ho! Did you guys check out the lightning break? Snorlax lightning break, everyone. Jump in there. He's a good card. Looks beautiful. Graded by tag. There we go. Hidden Fate Snorlax. From 2019. All right, here goes. That's OP11, right? Yep. All systems go. Do-do-do-do-do. Sneep. Ready? Sneep. Sneep. And sneep. Got some sneeps. Tossing this over here. Oh yeah. Minister got post-nut clarity about wasting time on video games, which isn't wrong, but crazy kid thinking that. How old would I have been? I was probably like, maybe like 12, maybe 13. And I was old enough to be like, whoa. I'd never seen anything like that before. I'd never played a video game that tracked my hours. And I'd never played a game as much as Silver. I played Pokemon Silver. That's why I had Pokemon Silver. My brother had Pokemon Gold. There we go. And that made him my, what do they call that in Japan? My competitor, my rival. Yeah, he had Pokemon Gold. He had Ho-Oh. Loser. It's all about Lugia. You don't want Ho-Oh, the rooster. What's he gonna do? He gonna be a rooster? But he's not a rooster, is he? He's like a phoenix or something. All right. So, fake phoenix. That's a hollow. Oh-ho. Here's a hollow. A hollow. A hollow. Aha! This guy. Yeah, it's an oversized chicken for sure. Here's a hollow. Lugia's way cooler. This. But he got to, when Gen 3 came out, he got the Ruby version. I got Sapphire version. I actually wish I had gotten Ruby version. Oh, that's not bad. That's Nami, right? That's like a Nami Altart. Nice. Okay, so that's going to be your pull. It's Nami Altart. Here's a hollow. And here's a hollow. Ho revived the legendary Gogs. Many people don't know or forgot that Go-Go is in the very first episode. Yeah, I rewatched. I was trying to get Karis to watch those early episodes because I wanted her to see my childhood because her parents didn't let her watch it. And I saw that. He starts chasing, not really chasing, but this big bird flies by and is like, wait a second, that's Ho-Oh. And I was like, Ho-Oh's was in the first episode of the Kanto series? I was like, how does that make sense? And that was when I realized that, you know, things must have been further along. The production must have been further along than I knew. They had already designed Gen 2. It is. All right. Very good. Ta-da. I want your Lugia. No, that's my Lugia. I want it. Let's see. Me. The anime started shortly before Gold and Silver. Yeah, that had to have been it, huh? Well, guys, it is 6:44. We've been live for 90 minutes. That's an hour and a half. We're going to cut it short today. So I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to go hobble over to my bed and probably fall asleep. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And we'll be back up tonight for the late night stream. It's actually going to be the early morning stream now with Cardconomist. So that's our time slot. It's going to be pushed forward an hour. It was already kind of doing that, right? Like we were starting later and later, like 2 a.m. was starting to become pretty normal. But it looks like this is going to now be my time slot for sleeping. It's dark outside right now, and I can go to sleep right now and wake up later and be awake in the morning, okay? So I'll see you guys in the nighttime, or shall we say the early morning stream, and I hope we have a lot of fun then. I don't know what'll happen. We'll see. Maybe the brakes will move. I don't know. We had one of the brakes move. The new Nidoking brakes moved by a whopping 1 whole spot. Thank you very much, Mr. Brett Love. And enjoy that pristine Iona. I'll see you guys there. See you later, everybody.